G'day, we're the Traders, and I'm Warnie, coach of the Warn Dogs, and we've got Calvin.
Coach of Calvinator.
And we're here to wrap up round 15, the first normal round back after the buys. Which is nice to have 9 games of footy.
It was nice for it to be back.
Obviously, big scores floating around there. Our teams are not the biggest scores going around. We all slid a little bit in the rank, but Roy's got the green vest, and Roy's not here. We've still got the green vest here for him, so he'll be right.
But I top scored again, Warren. Just a normal.
You've got a much better team than us. That's the thing.
That's true.
You have fewer rookies on the field.
That's true.
You're just being kissed as usual.
Well, Dog, there were some massive scores this week, headlined by Zach Merritt's 153. Would have been nice to have him as a captain.
But why didn't you tell us to go with him?
I sort of did.
Both blokes I had, my vice-captain and captain, they dropped, sub-100 scores.
That's okay.
Actually, sub-90 scores.
Now, we've got to talk about a couple of interesting options as well here. What about NIC NEWMAN?
Wowee.
Wow.
Omitted on Friday. Yep, see you later. And coach the scrambling, trade him out. And a lot of owners did, which is probably the smart thing to do. If you've got, I think he's 555K at the time, you don't want that sitting on your bench. Not a late inclusion. He was a medical sub. Yeah. Came on relatively early in the game, but still only played 60% time on ground and scored 111.
Unbelievable.
Massive. So it did remind me of when he was a rookie as well. And he basically was omitted. We've got to get rid of him because 2 weeks in a row, laid in, scored 135. Amazing scenes with NIC NEWMAN. So, he's probably an option to bring back in again. But the other medical sub, which was interesting, Friday night footy, Jack Billings was the laid out, which then put Leo Connolly in as the medical sub. Came on later in the game, played 30% time on ground and scored 53. So, fingers crossed that's enough for him to stay in the side because then he's a downgrade option for us. Defender mid status. That's the way I want to think and see him. All right.
Another thing. The ruck pig.
He is back.
BRODIE GRUNDY's back. So he scored 118. Now, a lot of people would have moved on him around the injury and his bye, of course. But it's time to bring him back in.
Well, you need to. He scored 118, absolutely dominated, and, he's not getting any cheaper either. So you just want him because I think there is a massive gap between those top 2 rucks and the next best. Because, you're looking, he played against Darcy, so he was a popular option to bring in, and because he's got the ruck forward status, is nice and handy, but he scored 64, so he almost scored half the points that Grundy did on the weekend. So,
and for about 100K, you can get up to Grundy.
Yeah. So now some other trade options that you could be looking at. Scott Pendlebury still some value.
Yes.
Midfield role was there. Still had 28 touches. He was great. He was just a bit handball happy. Otherwise, he would have probably had his ton there. The other one that I do like is Dangerfield Cow, and I've seen that you want to select him. He's one of your mates.
He's broken my heart so many times, though, Warren. So, he's so cheap at the moment.
He very cheap. Massive 100 score as well. Slowed down a bit towards the end. But I reckon the downgrade option of the week at 251K is Jeremy Sharp. Some people jumped on him the week before.
Did you?
Yeah, of course I did. Clever. He's going to make that win his own at the Suns there, and I reckon he will be, the best of the downgrade options until we find some, some fresh meat that might be named this week because we desperately need it.
We sure do.
If you want to get Grundy back in because otherwise you might be thinking of, crazy plays such as Paddy Dow to come back in your side.
You're not.
We'll talk about that on the podcast, Cal. Thanks for tuning in. We'll, tune into the podcast. There'll be plenty of fun on that one. See ya.